Heartbreak shocking. Sam Heughan admits, Caitriona Balfe and I have no chance after recent conflicts. Caitriona and Sam have been the names that the public has associated with them for many years. All over Europe, the media, fans have constantly fanned the hope that there is a real-life relationship between them, although both have repeatedly kept silent or cleverly denied it. But this time there is something different. A few days ago, a famous entertainment magazine published an article, Inside the Conflict Between Sam and Caitriona, with the headline, Shocking. Sam Heughan admits, Caitriona Balfe and I have no chance of coming together after recent conflicts. The article quickly went viral, making the names Caitriona and Sam a topic of discussion across social networks. At first, Caitriona thought it was just a PR stunt, but when reputable news sites also quoted it, when reporters continuously sought her out on set, when paparazzi watched her every move, she could not deny it. They stole our story to sell papers. She remembered the night they met at the Scotland Screen Awards, the flashbulbs flashing, the cheers ringing, but there was an invisible distance between them. They smiled, shared a few stories behind the spotlight, then went their separate ways. Someone started spreading the word too close, too far. The first flashback, Sam Heughan sat in his small villa in Scotland, twisting the silver ring on his middle finger. He looked out the window at the mountains, the afternoon light covering them. Memories flooded back, the early days of Outlander, when he and Caitriona had to act together every day, from love scenes to fighting scenes, from furtive glances to affectionate gestures. He remembered Caitriona during the outdoor scene. The cold was so cold, she shivered, his arm quickly wrapped around her back to keep her from being blown away by the wind. The scene took several takes, but in the last one, he looked at her, not through the character's shoulder, but as a real person, and saw the fatigue, the longing, the loneliness behind the Hollywood lights. Sam once thought, will we one day be together, no longer characters in a play, no longer on-screen couple, but friends, or more? But then, conflicts gradually arose. Not between the two of them, but between fans, the media, the pressure to pair up, and in the midst of that pressure, differences in views, lifestyles, and personal perspectives were divided. Once Caitriona wanted to spend time with her family, she refused to attend an event that Sam had confirmed in advance. Once Sam wanted to focus on filming a new movie, he cancelled the photo shoot together. Once one person's words were distorted into criticism, the other had to speak up to correct them. Gradually, the emotional distance between them widened, like an invisible cliff separating them, but no one was willing to put a brick to bridge it. And now, when Sam admitted, real or fake, true or false, Sam knew that the confession would not only hurt Caitriona, but also hurt him. Caitriona's first reaction. Caitriona pressed the phone, looked at the comments. Shocking. They broke up? Why didn't they make it public earlier? Sam admitted, Caitriona. She felt like she was being dragged into a fight, facing thousands of judging eyes. Her heart was empty, each beat quickened and then slowed down. That night, she called her best friend, who had witnessed many moments between her and Sam, to ask, what did he say? Her friend replied that Sam had not officially released any press releases, but in an interview with a prestigious magazine, when the reporter asked about his relationship with Caitriona, he said, between Caitriona and me, there is no chance of us getting together right now. There are too many conflicts, too many exaggerated stories, and maybe if we continue like this, we will only hurt each other more. These words were like a bullet shot into her heart. She wondered, did he really think so? Had the conflicts really stopped all hope? She decided, she could not keep quiet. Caitriona contacted her manager, requested a private meeting with Sam, not in front of the camera, not between reporters, just the two of them, to say everything. Meeting in the rain. One evening, it was raining lightly, each raindrop falling gently on the porch roof, like a drumbeat calling out to the longing heart. Caitriona arrived first. The driver was wet, his coat was damp. She waited under the porch roof, holding her windbreaker, her heart swaying. Sam appeared behind the wooden door, his face tired and tense. He was wearing a thick sweater, his hair still damp from the rain. They looked at each other for a while, a few steps apart, wanting to move forward but also afraid. Caitriona was the one who spoke first, her voice hoarse but trying to stay calm. "Sam, what did you say in that interview?" Sam lowered his head for a second, then looked up, his eyes looking straight at her. "I didn't say anything wrong," she frowned. "You said we have no chance to be together after the recent conflicts." Sam sighed. "That's how I feel." She laughed bitterly. "Your feelings," but it became a hot topic and made me face the public. Sam smiled sadly. "I know, I'm sorry if it hurts you. But if I don't say it, people will guess. If I say it like, we're fine, people will think we're fake." Caitriona looked at him. "They're more fake when they make up stories that aren't true." Sam turned away to look at the rain falling outside the window. "I don't want to lose you." They were both silent. The rain continued to fall, the patter on the roof and ground like a whisper. Caitriona took 2 steps forward, her voice soft. "Do you want to tell me everything?" Sam nodded, her voice dropping. "I want to hear, but maybe I don't want to hear it all." Secrets revealed, Sam said. In recent months, his agent has been pressured by the production company to promote the image of a real-life couple, to increase views, increase interactions. There were advertising contracts, sponsorship events, where Sam was forced to appear with Caitriona, even though she did not want to. Sometimes he reacted gently, sometimes he refused. That is why the parties misunderstood that he was cold and heartless. Caitriona said, she always worried about losing personal freedom, being trapped in a relationship that outsiders expected to be Hollywood romantic. She was tired of malicious comments, the fan enthusiasm, the accumulation of rumors. She wanted to end it, but did not know how to end it without hurting Sam, someone she still deeply respected. Sam shook her head. "You never know. Deep down I used to hope that one day we could be without labels, just 2 friends, or more. But now, I'm afraid it's too late." Caitriona burst into tears. "Why do you say that?" Sam looked at her, raindrops glistening on her hair. "Because I tried. I reached out to hold you, but you pulled back. I wanted to say something in public, but you avoided it. I wanted to keep our relationship a secret, but outside people pushed us onto the stage." She wiped her tears. "I didn't pull back, Sam. I was just afraid of continuing to sink deeper when I didn't know where I was." He looked at her, as if looking at a stranger. "You don't trust me anymore?" Caitriona shook her head. "No, I still trust you. But maybe I can't continue with this pressure." Sam lowered his head, his voice choked. "Then, don't believe me anymore." Caitriona stepped back. "Or should we stop here?" Sam looked at her, his heart breaking in 2. He wanted to hug her, wanted to say a promise, but his mouth wouldn't move. The media storm and the choice. The next day, the whole world read the article again. But this time, Caitriona posted a long post on her personal page, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, with a black and white photo of her sitting alone by the window, her eyes distant, with the words, "There are stories that not everyone knows behind the spotlight. There is truth hidden between the sensational headlines. I am not someone who wants to hide from the truth, but I also do not want to live in the barrier of misunderstanding. Perhaps, between me and Sam, We were not together in the way people thought. But that does not take away the beautiful memories, does not reduce the respect and love I once had for him. Let me be clear. I do not think there is no chance, I just need time to find myself again. This post caused chaos for fans. Some spoke up in support of Caitriona. She is strong, she is brave, they are not PR scapegoats. Some were anxious and regretful. I wish the two of them could be together. Others were confused. Did they really break up? Sam also posted an old photo on his story, two hands clasped together, in the soft sunlight, no caption. The media rushed to find out. They hired paparazzi to follow, check the tour schedule, verify advertising contracts. Analysis articles appeared quickly. Sam Heughan, two sides of the artist, the production company is too powerful. Is the fire between the two stars completely extinguished? Sam's representative issued a statement. Sam Heughan has always respected the privacy of individuals. All statements in the article are his personal words, not representative of the relationship between the two people. The representative Caitriona's phone said, Caitriona hopes the media will respect her and the name Sam. She does not want to reinforce the spread, but people have turned water into fire. Fans are divided into two factions. One side defends Caitriona, the other side defends Sam. Malicious gossip and sensational articles continue to appear, silently withdrawing from social networks for several days. Caitriona also limits her interaction mode. Lonely dreams. Sam returns to the set, acting in fighting scenes, love scenes, and inner scenes. Every time the light shines on his face, people see the wound, the sadness. He still completes the work, but his heart is suspended between the past and the present. At night, he often stays up in the middle of the night, looking at the quiet phone, remembering the good morning messages, remembering her laughter in the dressing room, remembering her eyes in the sunset. Caitriona also lay awake, wondering if she had done the right thing. She remembered the times Sam gently placed his hand on her shoulder when she was tired, the times he looked at her outside the camera, not over the character's shoulder, like he was looking at a loved one. She remembered the scent of his perfume, the scent of the few rays of sunlight filtering through his hair. She also wondered, can we go back to the data? Can we build a bridge between us? Not of image, not of PR, but of empathy, of the feelings of two real people, no longer objects in a movie.